Well, I got to tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now.
The Chicago Sky didn't just lose a game. They detonated in front of the entire nation. In what might go down as one of the most humiliating performances in WNBA history, the team collapsed under the pressure and turned a basketball game into a broadcasted disaster. Coach Tyler Marsh didn't just substitute players, he surrendered. Angel Reese, the face of the franchise and once hailed as the league's next big star, logged a stat line so empty it looked like a misprint. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Mercury smelled blood and feasted, torching the Sky by 30 in a matchup that was supposed to showcase competitive parity. Instead, it turned into a live demonstration of how not to build, coach, or execute professional basketball. From triple single performances to post-game delusion, this wasn't a loss. It was a warning shot to every team relying on hype over substance. Like, subscribe, and comment. Is this the worst team performance the WNBA has ever seen?
Oh my God, this team is garbage. Golly. Man, Angel Reese with a triple single, 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a minus 25.
Angel Reese, part 43. Let's get it. National TV stinker. Uh-oh. For tantrum. Bang! She only took one shot in the game. It's because her teammates refused to give her the ball. On the bright side, at least she has a podcast. Am I right? Bang! Sure, just take your sweet old time getting back on D, huh? Know where to be. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look at that. Team player. Put her to the All-Star game. Bang!
Heading into the season, the Chicago Sky were supposed to be rebuilding, not self-destructing. But after just a few weeks, the numbers paint a far more brutal picture, one of complete breakdown at every level. A 3-9 record only scratches the surface. What's unfolding in Chicago is a full-on basketball implosion. The Sky ranked dead last in the league in turnovers, coughing up the ball nearly 19 times per game. That's not just sloppiness, that's dysfunction.
This team stinks. Angel Reese not even in top 10 in all-star voting. This team stinks. A triple single, and y'all was out there ranting and raving, talking about her all-star. She should be an all-star. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. This team is terrible.
Their offense is disjointed, their defense non-existent, and the energy from the bench looks more like resignation than resilience. Opposing teams don't just beat the Sky, they dominate them. It's become routine for opponents to light them up for over 90 points per game, while Chicago struggles to break 70.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're an embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
Against the Mercury, this trend exploded into full view on national television, revealing a team so out of sync it looked more like an open scrimmage than a professional contest. But the real story wasn't just in the scoreboard, it was in what the coach did next. In the third quarter of the Sky's implosion against Phoenix, head coach Tyler Marsh made a decision that will haunt Chicago's season. Down by 25 points, and with the game spiraling out of control, Marsh didn't call for a timeout to reset his team. He didn't rally the starters with motivational fire. He benched them, all of them. Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, every starter, pulled from the floor and replaced with backups who looked just as shell-shocked. This wasn't strategy. This was surrender.
I mean, seriously, the Sky's on national TV and to say they're getting worked is an understatement. Angel Reese hits a three, starts to get in a rhythm, one shot. So what does Tyler do? He benched her and Cardoso. Phoenix Suns starters are killing the Chicago Sky bench players. In fairness, they were killing the starters too. All right. Down 36.
Marsh later claimed the move was about protecting players on a back-to-back, but the timing told a different story. There was no foul trouble, no signs of fatigue, just a coach watching his season unravel in real time. The cameras captured it. The look in Marsh's eyes wasn't defiant, it was defeated. In a league where pride matters just as much as points, the coach of a national TV game essentially waved the white flag, leaving fans and analysts speechless.
Chicago Sky might be the worst basketball team to ever exist. It's real bad. I mean, this is a disastrous. The Chicago Sky are an abomination. It's a disastrous season. It is. Oh, they look bad. Kennedy Carter's crazier than a shithouse rat. Her 18 points a game looks awfully good right now. They've got no offense. They got nobody that can score outside of Cardoso that can grab the ball and just take over and randomly drop 18 to 28 points in a game. There's no offense. And their defense is terrible, but they have no offense. No spark plug. Nothing.
And at the center of the disaster stood the player everyone came to watch, Angel Reese. The spotlight was supposed to belong to Angel Reese. Instead, it exposed everything wrong with the Chicago Sky's experiment. In a game where her team desperately needed leadership, production, and energy, Reese delivered a triple single, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a brutal minus 25 in just 20 minutes of action.
In a game where her team lost by 21, she was a team leading a minus 25. We're still trying to post up in 2025. Spread it out like butter. Butter pecan. Only had 2 rebounds, and you're about to witness one of them. How about that? Athlete. Bang! ESPN graphic, by the way. We're on a generational run. Bang! In your first shot, 6 minutes into the third quarter. I don't care if it went in. Disgusting. How about it? Bang! Give it to her. This is a nice first-team all-cardio performance. She got her 10K steps in. Ole! 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 Angel, get back on defense! Bang!
But it wasn't just the numbers. It was how disconnected she looked from the flow of the game. At one point, she went 6 full minutes into the second half before even attempting her first shot. Teammates ignored her on offensive sets. Her body language spoke volumes, slow rotations, late recoveries, and a visible lack of urgency. And yet, the post-game narrative took a surreal turn. Reese stood in front of reporters and preached about poise, intensity, and staying grounded. But the tape told a different story. Her performance didn't scream progress. It screamed isolation, confusion, and detachment from the moment. For a player once touted as a future face of a league, this wasn't just a bad game. It was a wake-up call. And the public reaction was far less forgiving.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, bricklaying sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
What was once considered a rebuilding project has now become the league's running joke. The Chicago Sky aren't just losing, they're getting humiliated. Week after week, teams circle Sky games on the calendar as stat-padding opportunities. The Sky haven't held a single opponent under 90 points in weeks. Their defensive rating sits at a league-worst 113.6, and opposing shooters are drilling 45% of their threes like it's an open practice. Against Phoenix, it wasn't just a bad night, it was a televised collapse.
I don't know what's wrong with them. But, like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even... I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not good.
The Mercury dropped over 100 points while the Sky limped to 86, gifting 21 turnovers and giving up 5 threes to Sammy Wickham in 1 quarter. Fans online didn't hold back. The term triple single trended. Nicknames like Cardio Queen and Baby Giraffe began flooding the comment sections. Even neutral viewers questioned why this team was being shown on national TV. From a media standpoint, it's a catastrophe. From a basketball perspective, it's worse. The Sky have become the cautionary tale for how quickly hype can dissolve into humiliation. And while some players try to stay composed, one in particular quietly dominated in the background, desperate to escape the wreckage.
Camila Cardoso was killing it in this game. 7 of 9 from the field, 77.8%. That's how a big is supposed to shoot. All right. Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points. Camila had 17. And I got to tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat. It was ugly.
While the Chicago Sky were unraveling in real time, one player refused to join the free fall. Camila Cardoso turned in an efficient 17-point performance, hitting 7 of her 9 shots and fighting for position in the paint like someone who hadn't given up. But her effort was buried beneath the rubble of turnovers, missed layups, and media scrutiny surrounding Reese. Cardoso's frustration became visible as the game dragged on, glances toward the bench, body language that screamed confusion, and subtle signs of a player mentally checking out from the dysfunction around her. Time and again, she sealed her defender or called for the ball, only to watch it go elsewhere. Her production wasn't rewarded. Instead, she was lumped in with the starters benched during the third quarter collapse. For fans paying attention, the message was clear. Even excellence isn't enough to escape the chaos. Cardoso deserves better teammates, better structure, and a better plan.
True is that this roster unfortunately was not built for success. With Courtney Vandersloot going down with the ACL injury, I just don't know how the Sky are going to weather this. See, teams have the Chicago Sky figured out. They figured out that they can go crazy from behind the arc because the Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is just not there. It's not effective. I was on the floor. I saw them fighting to get around these screens. They just can't get there.
But in Chicago, where coaching decisions have started to resemble crisis management, potential is being squandered by poor leadership and internal disarray. And that leadership, once heralded as elite, is now hanging by a thread. Tyler Marsh didn't come to Chicago to oversee a rebuild. He came in with the reputation of a savior, a 2-time champion from Las Vegas, praised for player development and system discipline. But in less than half a season, that pedigree has crumbled under the pressure of managing a roster without direction. Marsh's decisions have gone from tactical to desperate, his post-game remarks sounding more like PR spin than strategic insight. "We can't keep beating ourselves," he said after another avalanche of turnovers. Yet the repetition suggests either no one's listening or no one's capable of executing. His handling of the Phoenix game, benching the team's core in the third quarter, was the moment his control visibly slipped. His reasoning pointed to preserving legs during a back-to-back, but it came off more like damage control than leadership. The man once tasked with developing stars like Reese and Cardoso now spends games looking stunned, arms crossed, jaw tight, watching another 30-point deficit balloon on the scoreboard. Marsh isn't just losing games, he's losing belief. And in professional sports, when the leader breaks, collapse is never far behind.
I don't see it getting any better, man. I think this coach is going to be gone, and I think it's going to be a fire sale. I don't think there's anybody on this roster who's 100% guaranteed to be on this roster next season. I think anybody with the right price, any of these people can go. Because I don't see the talent. I don't see any untouchable talent. I don't see any untouchable talent on this roster at all.
Angel Reese continues to speak like a rising star, but the numbers no longer support the storyline. After a string of underwhelming performances, her field goal percentage has plummeted to just over 30%, with many of her points coming from second-chance efforts off her own missed shots. In the loss to Phoenix, she attempted only 1 shot from the field and finished with 2 rebounds, a stat line that would normally trigger reflection. Instead, Reese stepped up to the microphone post-game and doubled down. "I don't complain. I just work," she said, followed by affirmations about trust, growth, and effort.
Obviously, this is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back for everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this. I do.
But effort without production in the pros becomes noise, especially when teammates and fans are watching the gap between her words and her performance widen. Social media exploded with criticism, highlighting how Reese's rebounding totals dip when she's not missing shots to pad them. Critics labeled her confidence as delusion, and the footage didn't help. Slow closeouts, missed box-outs, and awkward spacing told the real story. This disconnect has become a dangerous pattern. Reese may still believe in the process, but the league has already begun to question whether the process leads anywhere at all. What the Chicago Sky are facing isn't just a bad stretch, it's a full-scale collapse with no visible lifeline. The roster is a mismatched blend of inexperience and inconsistency.
It's bad. This was rough. Chicago Sky are not a good team. Why are they on TV so much? Wow. Sky coach benched his starters for most of the third quarter, still to play in a nationally televised game. Effing quitter. Chicago Sky loves getting humiliated on national TV.
Turnovers have reached epidemic levels, averaging nearly 19 per game, while the defense gives up more than 95 points on average. No identity, no rhythm, and worst of all, no signs of leadership on the court. Rumors are already swirling about a potential fire sale. No player, not even Reese or Cardoso, is considered untouchable. Analysts have begun questioning whether the front office miscalculated the entire rebuild. The team's once hopeful foundation now looks like a stack of cards caught in a wind tunnel.
The Chicago Sky get blown out again, down 30 at home. Sky, y'all was down by 30. Y'all stink. Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. Y'all coach might be trash. The organization has been buns. We will see. We will see. But as of right now, Chicago Sky are trash. It was down 30 again. Angel Reese with a triple single. It is what it is, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.
Even Marsh, brought in as a supposed culture setter, appears to be drowning in post-game spin and mid-game panic. The talent isn't just underperforming, it looks misused. Veterans like Dana Evans have vanished from impact roles, and rookies are thrown into chaos with no structure. And while other franchises respond to adversity with grit and adjustment, the Sky seem to dig deeper into dysfunction. Unless something changes fast, this won't be remembered as a rebuilding year. It'll be a permanent stain on the franchise's legacy. This wasn't just another blowout loss. It was a public unraveling of a franchise that misjudged its talent, mishandled its leadership, and misunderstood the moment. From Tyler Marsh's silent surrender to Angel Reese's post-game delusions, the Chicago Sky showed the world exactly what happens when hype outpaces execution. No adjustments, no accountability, just a team going through the motions as the scoreboard spirals out of control. And while other teams build toward contention, the Sky seem determined to redefine rock bottom. Camila Cardoso's talent is being drowned out by poor rotations. Angel Reese's potential is getting buried beneath excuses. And Tyler Marsh's championship resume now reads like a relic from a different era. What was marketed as a season of growth is now being archived as a cautionary tale. The Sky aren't just losing games, they're losing credibility. Comment below, is this the biggest failure of the WNBA season? Smash the like button, subscribe for more breakdowns, and hit the bell so every collapse, comeback, and controversy finds its way to screen. This isn't the end of the drama, it's just the start of the reckoning.